This is the title poem from a small collection of mine published by the Happy Dragons Press. The title is The Bone in Her Leg, which is an expression that an aunt of mine used many years ago now, and I was always rather fascinated by it. In fact, I think that people are very often at their most vivid in their exclamations, both in life and in memory. And that is certainly true of my aunt, who I remember with great affection. And I only discovered after writing the poem, by looking at a website called Phrase Finder, that a number of other people recognise this expression as well, but no one quite knows where it comes from. I should also point out that I'm reading this poem beside the roll-top desk that I work at, which belonged to my uncle, that aunt's husband, which provides for me a very nice kind of continuity. And continuities, I think, are extremely important in the poetic tradition. The Bone in Her Leg. For my dear aunt, theatrically arthritic, who went about with a bone in her leg, it was growing old before her time and letting us know it that kept her young. She practised the art of an ancient mischief which searched out laughter in every complaint. It never took long, and as soon as she found it, pain shed gold dust under her feet. When she took to the grave at the end of all, as she might have said like a duck to water, the bone in her leg stood up and applauded, then lay back down where she told it to. Here are two more poems from the same collection. The first one is entitled To a Blackbird at First Light. Clasp whatever branch you may land on, and just for the joy of it, from a full throat sing before flight of yet another season coming into leaf. Let every grace note seed where it falls, and the point-blank not to be born again remorselessness of dawn receive your gift. As if there were God to thank for this, as if not randomly thrown but scattered for a purpose, may your song resist interpretation much as beauty does the suffering it causes. So let the branch be strong on which you chance to land, a melodious, accidental choice, no giving way, and sing there for the joy of it, the pure joy. And the other poem I'd like to read, which is called The Bicycle Boys and is dated around 1910, is a commission poem which was written for the Taunton Museum. I'm a West Countryman and was delighted to be asked by Taunton Museum if I would write this poem. It was to mark the stopping off of last year's Tour of Britain cycle race, which stopped off at various points around the country, and Taunton Museum had an exhibition rather predictably entitled On Your Bike, which was designed to take place at the same time as the stopping off of the cyclists, and this poem was printed down on a banner displayed in the museum, which was something that pleased me a lot. The Bicycle Boys, circa 1910. No helmet, no lycra, but rough tweed and elgar. Solitary chaps, with their trouser clips, their books of verse, their pipes, of course, and their bottled ale for body and soul. They followed their dreams along hilltop lanes, or stopped to read in a patch of shade as the clouds passed over for now and ever, and time lay still like a ticking wheel which spun to its rest in the wayside grass. But then home before dark for tomorrow's work at the office desk, the quotidian task, the weekend done, the downhill run as free as air, and each handlebar the boss's gripped throat as like as not.